right, we had a fun week full of interesting guests, and it continues because joining us now with details on her new album is producer and MC Shay Noir. Thanks so much for coming in today, Shay.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's talk about your new album, The Lotus Child.
Yes. So it's an album that it's 8 songs on there. I fully produced 7 of them.
Wow.
And the 8th song is produced by legendary producer Static Select. And it took me a couple years to put it together, but you know, something I'm finally happy.
The baby is here now. Okay, so when is it coming out and when can people listen to it?
Yeah, so it'll be out October 25th. The first single is dropping October 21st. So it'll be available everywhere October 25th.
So tell us a little bit more about who you got to work with. I know that they were kind of one of your favorite rappers on the project.
Yeah, so I got to work with Rhapsody, which is she's been my favorite female MC for years now. Rhapsody, I got to work with a member from the Last Poets. I got to work with Brady Watt, which is he's a legendary bass player. I got to work with Jack Davey, 38 Special. And some new R&B artists that I picked up on throughout the years, yeah.
Nice. Tell us a little bit about the barbershop that you own with your husband. She does it all.
Yes, so my husband, he's been a barber for a while, a long time, about 8 years, probably longer than that. And a couple years ago, we got an opportunity in the Elmwood Village to get a shop out there. And we did a grand opening a few years ago. Mayor Byron Brown came out to it. It was a nice packed out event. We blocked the street off, had the bounce house for the kids. So we've been kind of doing it from there. We have like an after school program we do during the school season where my husband goes in and teach kids how to cut hair.
That is awesome. Okay, let's talk about the song Shadow Puppet. Tell us about
Yes.
what it's about.
Yeah, so it's a song. I'm a sample-based producer. So I found the sample kind of just digging through some files. And when I heard like them saying shadows throughout the sample, I kind of like put the idea together. It wasn't something that originally came to me off the bat. I just listening to my lyrics after writing it. I said, oh, this song would sound good, you know, with Shadow Puppet type title for it. So it was something I put together. It's so many different versions to that song because that's just how music goes sometimes.
Yeah.
But the final version that everyone will hear on October 25th is the version that I was the most satisfied with, and that's how I got the title for Shadow Puppets.
Okay. What are you performing for us today?
Shadow Puppet.
Okay, so we're getting a little exclusive sneak peek of it.
Yes.
Before it officially drops.
And this is not the first single either, so yes.
Oh, there's more. You just wait. It's very exciting.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about some of your musical inspirations.
Really, I take a lot from personal experiences. You know, I grew up and was born on the east side of Buffalo, so I take a lot of that from my personal experience, childhood, things that I've been throughout my life, childhood and my adult life. And then also was inspired, I'm a hip hop head, so I was inspired by the Nas's and Jay-Z's and Lauryn Hill's and just, you know, Wu-Tang's, very, you know, deep into that.
Alrighty, we're getting a sneak peek. Here's Shay Noir performing Shadow Puppet.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Yo, my thoughts is paralyzed by poor black mothers. Family circle full of poor black couples. My heart is like a grave site. Can't stand a stench full of dead bodies. Just one look at it, make them flinch. My brain is my bank, but they say it don't make no sense. But my pain is a different story. It paints visions for me, cause my eyes went blind from the blind eyes I've turned. Became a bride to crime, I write to rhyme my words. But my ears is what I use to steer through here. Walk by faith, what I feel is what I fear. Visionary thoughts, witness killings of my peers. All the memories I lost, putting ribbons in my hair. We all struggling, but to them, it's all a puppet trick. Want the cause and change, but our people was taught to covet it. The goals I used to call a bucket list, but somehow I lost touch of it. Tasting of that apple left me waiting in the shadows.
Shadows, we be the outlines of bodies on a blackboard. Impressions of a being without substance. Invisible to those who don't want to recognize our work. We be be the chalk outlines on the sidewalks of cities and towns.
Yeah.
While death becomes a pattern of purpose.
Yeah. I was like David amongst the giants, but the reward of true success, it comes from trying. How we program to think as a people, it comes from science. And the only way to accept rebirth, it comes from dying. I fought paying a kid from Dexter Street off of Broadway. It's hard days to go from an activist to a car slave. School of hard knocks to see graduation's a long way. Cause right before, that's when the devil becomes a prom day. I struggle with expressing myself. I had no sanity. So now I paint pictures through words, using my hands to speak. True try stealing my art, I cut the hands of a thief and use it as a house pet like the Addams family, yeah. Can only judge me by a gavel. Blood was shed from Eve that made us hungry for an apple. Can't learn the art of war until you bloody from the battle. Can't appreciate the sun until you studied in the shadows.
Shadow. By the will of someone else to plant seeds for others to harvest. We be the crust of the pie that we bake but can't eat. Serve to those.
Thank you so much for that performance, Che. Viewers, you can learn more about Che Noir by going to her social media handles right there on your screen or visiting her website at chenoir.com.